Just a friendly reminder, CCR Weekly is a variety show where we will talk about the news that is currently going on, as well as topics in the Bible that people really want to know about. If you are here just for the Bible topic, I completely understand. However, I do ask that you be patient with us as we get through the news, because we are watchmen on the wall, and Jesus commanded us to watch, and that is what we want to help you do as well. So we will get to the biblical topic, but we are going to save that for last, as it is the most crucial and important topic that we have. Thank you so much for all your support and your patience, and we look forward to hearing from you in our live chat. God bless you all, and we'll talk to you real soon. Never forget that none of us can go through this walk alone. We are a body, and as a body, we just want to say thank you to every single one of you that tune in every week to watch us both live and after the fact. And we also want to give a huge shout out to friends of ours that are so encouraging and can help you in your walk as well. So make sure you guys check out shakeandwakeradio.com, nystv.org, truthradioshow.com, and if you want to delve deep into the doctrine of Christ and what it is, we highly recommend you check out the Doctrine of Christ series on the Jimmy Vision YouTube channel, and you can find a link to their website in their show notes as well. Tons of resources for you at all of these places. Make sure you guys check out FOJCradio.com for tons of stuff that just delves into the Bible front to back, and they have tons of resources that can help you as well. Thank you so much for all your support, and God bless every single one of you. Howdy, folks, and welcome back to another edition of Course Correction Radio. My name is Trey Harris. Thank you for joining me as always. And so tonight, I'll turn that down, that's really loud. So, I have to be honest with you guys. It's been a rough couple of weeks. Let me see, give me just a second here. I want to view this in the control room. It'll let me. Sorry, guys, I'm still setting up the stream. So, Michael, I got to be honest, there's a reason you didn't get a notification for this show, and that's because this show was not set up until 5:05 p.m. this evening. I almost didn't do a show tonight. And there's a couple of reasons for that, really. There was a reason, to be honest, the reason we didn't have a show last week is because my wife and I just needed a day out together, no kids, and we were doing that. Now, of course, that day got cut short because we were going to go fishing, but it was too windy. But we ended up still having a great day last week until about, about 3 o'clock last week. And then my girls got sick. And we have spent the last week fighting off the norovirus. And still not at 100%, but we were good enough to go to the arcade today, and that's where we've been. And that's why the show wasn't set up till so late, because honestly, we were having so much fun at the arcade, we lost track of time. And so I apologize about that, but I also have to say, my girls were having a great time, so I'm not too terribly sorry, if that makes sense. They were having a lot of fun, and honestly, they needed to get out of the house. So, anybody else having a hard time with the voice volume? Because honestly, this thing's as loud as it can get. I mean, it's cranked through the roof. Let me just make sure real quick. Yes, we did have fun. It was a blast. Yeah, there's this arcade down the road from us. It's got, old school games. The little, what do they got? They got like the old little jackpot games where you put the tokens in and you can win a bunch of tickets. They've got, they've even got Candy Crush in there. I mean, it's incredible. They got putt-putt. Me, my niece, and one of my daughters went putt-putt. So everybody's birthdays are around this time. So next week there will probably be a pre-recorded show, because next week is my daughter's birthday party. So it is, it'll be a pre-recorded show, but I'll be checking in time to time just to make sure, that, everything's going smoothly. Yeah, that music is really loud. I've got some new music lined up. I just haven't put it in yet because of everything that's been going on. So, let's, without any further ado, because I really don't have much to talk to you guys about. I just want to read this scripture real quick, if I may. This is Psalm chapter 3. Lord, how are they increased that trouble me? Many are they that rise up against me. Many there be which say of my soul, there is no help for him in God, Selah. But thou, O Lord, art a shield for me, my glory and the lifter of mine head. I cried unto the Lord with my voice, and he heard me out of his holy hill, Selah. I laid me down and slept. I awaked, for the Lord sustained me. I will not be afraid of 10,000s of people that have set themselves against me round about. Arise, O Lord, save me, O my God, for thou hast smitten all mine enemies upon the cheekbone. Thou hast broken the teeth of the ungodly. Salvation belongeth unto the Lord. Thy blessing is upon thy people, Selah. And that's what I want to talk to you about today, is seeing the bright side. Get that light over here a little bit because it's kind of dark. Seeing the bright side in the dark times, because as many of you know, and I could pull up the numbers, but let's face it, none of us want to look at them anyway. Inflation's through the roof. Gas is outrageous everywhere. I mean, people are having a hard time paying even the simplest of bills right now. Just to give you a rundown of what's going on here personally, like I said, last week we went fishing. It's too windy. We couldn't even, I think I got my line stuck in a tree like the first 3 times. And I'll be honest, I mean, it ain't nothing for me to get my line stuck on something, but it normally takes me a good hour into fishing before. We've been battling a virus, which everybody has recovered from very well, even though, honestly, it got pretty dicey. We almost had to go to the hospital. So, let's see. The washer machine flooded the house. What was that? Thursday, Friday? It's been, it's been a rough couple of weeks, but let's look at the bright sides of it. What are the blessings of God in that? We're alive, which is always a huge blessing. We have a roof over our heads. We have food to eat. God is great to his people. It's just a matter of if you know where to look. Now, yes, there are other blessings that have come with that. Today, we got a brand new washing machine, and Sarah's currently in there running the clothes through right now. It's always funny when, everybody's been sick and everything is, of course, dirty from, kids having stomach viruses. Things get messy. But God is so faithful, and he's going to get you what you need. And is a washing machine a necessity? It's definitely a commodity, and you feel like you need it. I mean, honestly, we could always fill up a bucket and do things the old way with a, one of them old, things that the bluegrass people use for washing clothes. I don't even know what they're called. But there's so much to be thankful for. What's another one? Let's see. This is Psalm number 4. Hear me when I call, O God of my righteousness. Thou hast enlarged me when I was in distress. Have mercy upon me, and hear my prayer. O ye sons of men, how long will ye turn my glory into shame? How long will ye love vanity and seek after leasing? Selah. But know that the Lord hath set apart him that is godly for himself. The Lord will hear when I call unto him. Stand in awe and sin not. Commune with your own heart upon your bed and be still. Selah. Offer the sacrifices of righteousness and put your trust in the Lord. There be many that say, who will shew us any good? Lord, lift up the light of thy countenance upon us. Thou hast put gladness in my heart, more than in the time that their corn and their wine increased. I will both lay me down in peace and sleep, for thou, Lord, only makest me dwell in safety. These are the passages that I come to. These are the passages that I come to when, I'm in distress. I mean, David had it way worse than I did. The king was out to get him. He was living in a cave. There was a time where he even faked insanity to survive. I mean, things could always be worse, right? Now, to be honest, what's another good one? Like I said, we went to the arcade today, and we had a blast. There's families that don't get to do that. Another bright side, I get to talk to each and every one of you every week that I'm, available, and there's not sickness or some sort of animal thing going on. I just want you guys to know, I guess if nothing else, that I'm very happy for each and every one of you. Because no matter what dark days my family and I have, we always know that we've got the Father up in heaven. And we have an advocate at his right hand, Jesus. But we've also got each and every single one of you guys. And it makes me happy knowing that there's a community that we belong to. And Patsy says, having a fridge is a good one. Yes, yes, it is. Because I think, what was it? It was, oh goodness, it was, sorry. Like I said, I haven't fully recovered. My brain still won't make connections it's supposed to make. It was 2.5, 3 years ago. The fridge that came with the house went out. And we were without a fridge for a little bit. Luckily, my mom and dad had an extra, and we got it from them. Now that fridge is actually outside. It's where we keep the meat after we process it. On processing day, that's where all the chickens go. So, God is good. God is really good. By the way, the next round of meat birds is coming along good. They're about this big now, and they're adorable. And, no matter what happens, it's just, I guess it's nice to know that there's a place that we all belong. And that's kind of what I get when I read these Psalms. David didn't have to be afraid of anything going on because he knew that God had him. And what better comfort is there to know that no matter what we go through, that we have God on our side. He looks out for us. All of these things. Like I said, a washer, in the grand scheme of things, isn't necessarily a necessity. It's a great thing to have. But God provided one, and it was very, very, very cheap. Almost like brand new. We got it from a guy in the area who refurbishes them when apartment complexes are done with them. So, I just wanted to hop on here for a few minutes to basically let you guys know how grateful I am for all the work that God is doing over here. And I hope that God is working in each and every one of your guys' lives as well. I know, Patsy, you said that it's been, you've been having a couple of those weeks too. And, I pray that God turns them around for you, or at least, make sure that the blessings that are scattered down through in there are just so obvious that he makes it to where you recognize them so good that it carries you through those hard times. Because I want you to know I'm praying for each and every one of you. You guys are like my family. We're kind of, I realize full and well that I have so many blessings that other people don't have. I've still got both my parents, and they live right down the road. And with the exception of these past couple of weeks, with everybody being sick, I haven't seen them, but I get to see them every week. Both my sets of grandparents are within driving distance, and I just saw one of my sets of grandparents for the first time in 3 years. So that was there's always huge blessings. I feel kind of bad because yesterday, I'll admit it, I just had such a horrible day. I let everything ruin my day. And now I'm up here live on what is essentially live television, kicking my own butt in front of all of you guys because I didn't pay attention to the blessings that I had. And I don't want you guys to do what I'm doing. And so I really, really, really hope that these scriptures help you like they help me. I always go to the Psalms when I'm not feeling well. And, I don't know. I feel like I almost owe you guys an apology because I haven't been on my game. And if I can't be on my game like I'm supposed to, I definitely can't do this. And I haven't been on my game like I'm supposed to. This book right here. I have had such a hard time even cracking it open lately. And you know what? It's my own fault because I let my priorities get out of whack. But I want you guys to know this if you don't know anything else. Sorry, my brain's not making the connections again. I want you guys to know this, if you know anything else. You guys matter so much to me that I want to be on my game for my own soul's sake. But I also want you guys to know that I don't take it lightly that each and every one of you tune in. And I want to let you know how much I appreciate that, because it helps I love the accountability there. You guys are accountability for me, and that means so much. And so that's really, honestly, that's all I got for today. Originally, the goal for today was to talk about, baby woke up. Originally, the goal today was to talk about the truth about Christian liberty. But we're going to save that for next week when hopefully my brain's firing on all cylinders after I hopefully catch up from the severe dehydration that I had. But yeah, guys, I'm going to have to cut it short here. The baby just woke up. She's not in a great mood. I'm going to get her back to sleep. I will hopefully have, I've got things lined up to talk about for the Wednesday. We have the midweek update, which, by the way, you can get. That is an exclusive on Substack now. So head over to metanoionmedia.substack.com. You can get our midweek update. If not, we'll see you guys next week right here at 5 p.m. Central for a full-length show. And I will see you guys later. I got to get this baby. Y'all take care. God bless everybody.